On the evening of Tuesday, the 9th of April 2024, a horrific and violent confrontation unfolded in a quiet Kingscliff neighbourhood on Oxford Street. At approximately 8 p.m, 66-year-old grandfather Allan Kerr found himself at the centre of a terrifying incident that would spark a police investigation about self-defence and whether Allan's actions were necessary and in proportion to the threat. Allan, who had been peacefully going about his evening at home as usual, was abruptly confronted by two masked intruders, 29-year-old Trey Laurie and 26-year-old Desmond Avery, who forced their way into the man's house. The attackers, their faces hidden behind coverings, unleashed a brutal assault. In the horrific attack, the intruders struck Allan repeatedly with an axe, inflicting severe injuries that included damage to his face, shoulder, and spine, and nearly severing his arm. Despite the overwhelming odds, Allan's survival instincts kicked in. In a desperate bid to protect himself, he armed himself with a knife and struck back. His counterattack resulted in a deep stab wound to Trey Laurie's chest, sending him crashing onto the front veranda. In the chaos, Desmond Avery managed to flee the scene, abandoning his friend. Shouting for help, Allan's cry was soon answered by concerned neighbours who rushed to his aid and called emergency services. Paramedics arrived within minutes, finding Allan semi-conscious in his hallway, severely injured with his arm partially severed. He was urgently airlifted to the Gold Coast University Hospital, where he underwent multiple surgeries overnight. Fortunately, Allan survived the attack. Despite the swift response of emergency services, Trey Laurie succumbed to his injuries at the scene. In the aftermath, police were able to apprehend Desmond Avery at a nearby residence in Kingscliff. He has since been charged with special aggravated break-and-enter and committing a serious indictable offence and was refused bail. Investigators are now carefully examining the details of that fateful evening to determine if Allan's response was both necessary and proportionate to the threat he faced. Early indications from the police suggested that the evidence supports Allan's actions as self-defence, though the investigation remains ongoing. If it is concluded that his response was justified, Allan may not face any charges, a resolution that many hope will allow him to continue enjoying a peaceful life with his family. While the final outcome of this case remains uncertain, Allan's ordeal has sparked a broader conversation about the right to defend oneself and one's home. For many, his story is a stark reminder that sometimes, in moments of crisis, even ordinary individuals are compelled to take extraordinary measures to protect themselves, their homes, or their loved ones.